what type of material could not get smudged, not get scratched. We can use that to make glasses. A material that they can apply some type of film to it to put a prescription. Bruh, could you imagine somebody just touching their glasses like this in an infomercial on Shark Tank and being like this and there's no smudges?
Everybody's going to say, no, I want it. We'll just negotiate in the back.
Like, yo.
We're not going to give you a number.
Bruh. Yo, what's up? This is Diverse. I ain't did it in so long.
You sounded good to me, man.
Man. Yo, what is up? I am OMEHGA, and this is Diverse Clarity. This is where we have those thought-provoking conversations about things that matter and some that don't. And of course, as always, I'm here with my man, my co-host, Mr. John D.
What up, though? John D in the building, the habitual thought challenger, here to mesmerize these minds.
Wow, mesmerizing the minds. Okay, that's what's up. Let's see how much mesmerizing you do. Mesmerize me with this then.
What's up?
How's your week been? It's been a minute. People don't realize that, but how's your week been?
My week was productive as normal, as usual. But I will say that I've incorporated some other things. I don't want to give the name of it, but I've started meditating. I've gotten to the point where I look forward to it now. I didn't even think about
Looking forward to meditating?
Yeah.
So I drove you crazy, is what you're telling
so
me. I could not deal with this light-skinned motherfucker.
You so No, man, but it's this app. Well, you know what? I don't mind. It's John Legend is the COO of the app.
What's that?
It's called Headspace.
Oh, no, that's not the one I was thinking of.
Listen, I have I got the little 2-week thing. Mel put me on it. And
shout out to Mel.
For sure. And I'm on like day 11 and I've been averaging like 30 minutes a day.
I don't know how you do that. When it get too quiet, I start like slap my face. I think I'm like deaf. I'm like, I can't.
Hey,
for real, I can't.
They help you though. They help you. They got a process. They'll talk to you like they know when your mind's wandering. They'll bring you back, and they have like a little method. Because it's traffic. It's crazy, right?
How they know?
I don't know. Well, they seem like they know what they're doing.
How do they know that your mind is wandering?
I don't know, but look, check this out. When I realized that I'm thinking too much, they says, okay, now let's bring those thoughts back in because we see that you.
I'm not messing with that, bro. I'm not messing with that. That's like Siri says, like, nah, bro, no.
No, but I've recognized that all of them they just assume that everybody just goes off at the same time, and they was like, bring it back, and I'm like, wow, and they give you some pointers to clear the mind, and I recognize I'm seeing it now. I'm so excited. I love
the idea of it. I love what you're talking about. I can't do it, but this is a highway right here. This is, bruh.
Listen.
You already know. I'm the I can't sleep. I woke up because I had a song. I had a podcast.
I challenge you. I challenge you to try it out. All you can do is try it out. It's free for 2 weeks.
Free for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's worth
Headspace.
trying. Yes.
Free advertisement for John Legend and his people.
Yes.
But I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Inshallah.
I'll give it a shot. That sounds awful. Goodness gracious. Yo, really?
Hey, we close.
Hey man, wow. Okay, all right. Well, y'all couldn't hear that. Well, at least we hoping you can't hear it.
Inshallah.
We definitely gonna do something to make that go away. I'm gonna have to get in there.
Telemundo.
Goodness gracious, man. All right, so you doing the meditation, right?
Yes.
So you're in a nice headspace, no pun intended, but I guess
I am.
But I mean, like, what made you want to go that route?
Because I'm looking for balance in life, and the people that I've been trying to become more like to find the balance, they always include meditation as far as a place of peace for them. And they said that, like you said, that it's going traffic, it's going, right. And they said that they could not find peace within themselves and they incorporated it in their life, and it's worked wonders. And I needed that, and I found it, and I want to do it forever.
I think for me, man, it's just like I kind of find it doing other stuff. You know, like that sitting still and not being able, like just focusing on nothing but something at the same time. Because that's what it is, right? You're meditating. So you're sitting and you're not focusing on anything that's going on out around you. You're caught up in your head and you're focusing on those thoughts and whatever they're trying to inject in you, right?
Oh, no. They don't want you to think about anything. They want you to just be blank.
So you die for 15 minutes every week. Or
every day.
Every day.
Yeah, I do it every day. And
how many minutes?
I'm up to 30.
And you start out at what?
30. Oh, I started out at 5 minutes.
See, I'm lucky if I get 25 seconds. Like, I'm serious, bro. Like,
I know how difficult it was. I was like, but then I started thinking, I'm like, dang, I can't even sit by myself quiet.
Do you fall asleep?
They say if you get to it, it's a couple of times where I almost fell asleep, but they said that's cool too. It's no problem with that, as long as you're attempting to do it. And I've recognized a lot of growth in my meditation.
How intuitive is the app? Because you said that when you start to drift off, they're like, "No, come back."
Oh no,
come back.
That's why I said
like,
it's
when you doze off, and they're like, "Hey,
look,
hey, dog, hey." Like what?
Look, just try it.
I'll give it a shot.
It's worth it. I'm telling you.
Headspace. I'll give it a shot. Well, you doing better than me. This week, I almost died.
How did you do that?
I almost died. Yes. And I'm being truthful. I almost died.
How does one almost die?
So I was in the kitchen and I was cooking a meal. And bruh, I don't know what I did. Like, I think I bent over to like pick something up or whatever it was, right? Went to the oven, and when I came up, I swallowed my own spit and almost died. Bruh,
from swallowing yourself?
I don't know what happened. It was, all I know is when I bent over and I went to the stove, when I came up, my throat was like, and I was like, my girl's in the shower, and I'm just like, and I'm like, if she's in the shower, boy, leave me alone. I'm like, no. And it's like I could feel like my throat just like closing, and it was like all I needed to do, it felt like, was just swallow. Just like, you know how like you try to clear your throat? If I could have just went, I would have been okay. But it wasn't happening. Every time I tried, it got worse. It was like.
So you don't swallow often?
I don't know what it was, bro. All I know is my spit almost killed me. And I'm thinking, I was in the military. I'm a firefighter. I've been on airplanes many a times. I even had a couple of the roller coasters in my day. And I'm going to die on my own spit.
On
like,
saliva.
Bro, I was like, yo, this is ridiculous. So maybe I should have downloaded Headspace after that and cleared up a few things. But yeah, bro, it was, I'm telling you, it was a moment.
Gosh.
Like, I sat on the couch, you know, like, I don't even know what to compare it to. It's like you almost got hit by a car while you crossing the street, and you just get out the way, but like you see the car like swerve and hit 3 other cars and other people screaming, and then when it's over and you get to relax and you're just like, I was in tears. I was just like not crying, but it was just like involuntary, you know, and I'm just like, oh my God. And when I was taking breaths, and it was like 30 minutes until I actually took a proper breath.
Wow.
And it felt so good, because like 30 minutes later, I'm sitting there, and then like, you know, I'm breathing, I'm okay, but I'm just like, it didn't feel right, and I'm still like, you know, trying to get it right. And then there was one moment where it was like, you know, like when your nose be stopped up when you're a kid and you like snorting, trying to get the, and then it's like your nose is stopped up the whole time, but then when you finally get that whatever, and it's like you can breathe, that's what it felt like.
Man.
And I was like, oh my God.
So you still don't know what it was?
Develop spit again. It was spit.
No, I'm saying, like, I mean, you keep spit in your mouth, but what caused?
It went down the wrong pipe. I guess the same way that you drink something. I don't know. It's not like I walk around like it's a freaking kangaroo pouch and I just got spit in the mug. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what was going on, but I bent over, and when I stood back up, I almost lost my life.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
I'm here, man.
I don't think I know what to do this week.
It was just gonna be diverse. your clarity was gonna be gone. Cause yeah, bro, like that was.
Alhamdulillah, you are good.
Alhamdulillah. I am here. But yeah, man. So, but with that, I was like, yo, I might be crazy. Like I don't know, cause if I was here by myself and and nobody witnessed it, you know what I'm saying? Cause my girl was like looking at me like, are you sure you like? And it was, bro. It was rough. It was rough. But in my mind, I was like, if I was by myself, I might. People might think I'm crazy. For me to tell this and like not have a witness, be like, this one, I don't know if he all right.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't die.
I'm glad too. But look, so that had me thinking, right? And then so I was like, what if it was something like on the real? Like if it was something like I was crazy for real, right? And I started, I told you it's a highway, right? So I started thinking like, yo, what if that was like the kind of stuff that you had to like tell a job before you got hired, right? You got to tell them like your crazy thoughts or any kind of mental issues that you might have or whatever the case is. Like, and I was like, yo, I want to ask about that on the show. But like, what do you think though? Like, do you think that when we have mental issues, that those are things that we should have to tell our future employers, like in the process of being hired?
I think it depends on the job, but I do think it's necessary. Have you ever? Well, I'm pretty sure your jobs say, "Can you lift this amount of weight?"
Yeah, but that's a physical. We're talking about mental.
That's my point. If you got to provide the physical aspect, if you can do it, why not the mental? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is the mental not as important as the physical aspect? That's why I said it depends on how significant the job is. That requires, things that.
But the thing is, though, right? Like, wouldn't it be that almost any job in some shape, form, or fashion is gonna require you to be in a good mental state? Because even if you and I'm not coming at any job or trying to make any job seem less or greater than whatever. So for those of y'all listening and watching, but let's say you're a person that handles the storeroom at a Walmart or a Sam's, right? You gotta be pretty sharp. Like, we want everybody to be in good mental health, right? Like, or to have whatever mental disabilities they may have in check. Because if you handling the boxes, this means that you're gonna be taking the items out and putting them on shelves, right? Mm-hmm. And you're gonna be getting rid of those boxes. And if I'm not mistaken, most of the storerooms, they're utilizing box cutters, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You laugh.
I get it, but come on, man.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'm
just saying.
So are you telling me that you feel unsafe because that is not a requirement for jobs?
I'm saying I probably wouldn't hire myself if I knew that I was choking on my own
saliva. Oh, man.
No, bro. But seriously, I think every job, not even dependent on what you do, but every job at some point requires or hopes or needs you to have a strong mental capacity.
Oh, I definitely agree.
Should we be required? Like, if you're going to see a psychiatrist, I'm sorry, but if you're going to see a psychiatrist for issues that you may have, for things going on in your life,
should you reveal
disclose this? Yeah,
I know, but what if it's dealing with family?
What if?
No, I'm saying, like, if it's something that doesn't prevent anybody from doing their job.
But we don't know that though, right?
I know,
because that's why they're going to go see a psychiatrist. That psychiatrist is trying to help them figure that out. Because I may have a family issue that's going on, mm-hmm. right? Maybe there is something, and I don't have a sister, but maybe there's something that happened to my sister when she was younger. Maybe somebody touched her, right? Mm-hmm. And maybe that person looks just like somebody that I work with, and I'm a little bit, I'm not all there. And when I see him and he says a certain thing or he flirts with a woman in a certain way, that reminds me of something that I saw as a kid when that man was messing with my sister. You get what I'm saying?
You don't need this job.
Have you ever seen the show The Sinner? The Sinner. What's the girl name? The woman's name? She's doing a lot of production now. I think she was who's the counterpart to Daredevil?
Oh,
no, it's not that. She was in that family show when she was a young girl. 7 is enough, or 8 is enough, something like that.
8 is enough. She was an 8 is enough.
Yeah, Jessica Biel. I think it's her name.
She was in 80s. She's too young to be in
Ain't
80s
that her?
enough. No. Jessica Biel, the fine one, is married to Justin Timberlake.
Oh, my bad. I think that is her.
Oh, no. She wasn't in 80s enough, though. 80s enough is older than me. I'm older than Jessica Biel.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was it? Oh, no. Katie Holmes was in. Oh, was that? I don't even know, bro. I'm really messing up. Cut. Hey. But no, I think it's Jessica Biel. And now I have to look it up. But I think she was in a show called The Sinner, right? No?
I don't know.
No. But this show was about, there's like 3, I think it's on Netflix. And there was, it might be in like the 3rd season now.
Oh, you talking about with the husband and the wife, and then
They were on the beach.
and they got different scenes. Like every season, it was a different perspective.
No. It's a different family. It's a whole different story.
Oh no, then I don't know that.
And the first one is it? I'm trying to see if it's Jessica Biel. So in the first season, Jessica Biel, she's married or whatever. I think she had like 2 kids, and she's on the beach, right? And she sees like these young couples or whatever, and they're like, they're doing their thing. They're, playing music, kissing and stuff. And so she sees it, and then there was one point where the guy was like playing with the girl, right? And his girlfriend. And then I guess he gets on top of her. He does something physical, right? But that shocks something in Jessica Biel from what happened when she was younger. And I think it actually happened to her sister, right? And she snaps and runs over and she starts stabbing the dude.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, right there on the beach, stabbing him, blood everywhere, right? And so now it's, why did she do that? So they're getting into this whole, the whole deal. Yo, it's kind of crazy, man. And so I don't want to spoil it if anybody hasn't seen it. I mean, I think it's in like season 3 or something. But
it's worth watching.
Every season is different. Yeah, the first season was. I didn't watch. There's 2 more, but I didn't watch them. But
I'll check it out.
But yeah, man. But my point is, Jessica experienced, like, I don't want to tell you the story since you're gonna watch it, but Jessica experienced something when she was younger, and it did not happen to her. She witnessed it.
Yeah,
and when she saw that guy, she snapped. But because she thought of,
I get it, but if you don't get help to know that you have a condition, how do you know to reveal that to your job?
Granted, that's a valid point. But what I'm saying is,
I think
it's the employer that is the one that maybe has to make that decision.
How do you make a decision like that? If you got thousands of employees, I'm asking
I don't know.
He's like, you know what? We're gonna pick you. We need to go get you a psych check.
I mean, No. I'm talking about prior to, right? So like they ask you about your felony background. Right?
I know, but I'm
ask you
saying
about
like
your experience.
So how do you know if a person's lying or not? No, I don't have any problem. I haven't had any.
Well, the same thing happens if this was a requirement. I'm not saying I'm for it or against it. I'm just trying to push the argument forward, right? To see what you think, but it would end up being something just like somebody having to put information down about their job that they're applying for. If I put down on my resume that I've done something for X amount of years, and then it comes to find out that I didn't do it, right? I could lose my job over that.
For sure.
Right? False pretenses, right? If I put down that I don't have a criminal background or criminal record, I could lose my job over that. If you're required to put down whatever related to your mental health or lack thereof, and then it's come to find out, it could be up to the employer if they want to keep you or not.
I got you.
You know what I mean? If you're going to mental health or you're seeking mental help, right, for your mental health because you can't deal with people, but you don't disclose that, yet you're applying for a job where you're going to have to deal with customer service, employer might want to know that.
Don't we all have mental health problems though?
We do, but that's why the question is there. Because like some employers are saying they want to know these things. And in an insensitive way, they're saying things like, I want to know if the person that I'm hiring is crazy, right? I think that's insensitive.
But that's, yeah.
I think it's insensitive, but they're saying like, because they don't understand it, right? It's the same way that we look at it in the Black community. And I'm glad that this is a stigma that's starting to go away, right? But the same way they looked at in the Black community where somebody says, oh, I'm going to go see my psychiatrist, or people make fun about somebody, oh, you're going to go lay on somebody's couch, or whatever the case, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. If that employer doesn't understand or has never dealt with, because we know they got them, everybody has issues, but they've never dealt with an issue, then it's going to be hard for them to relate, and they're automatically or maybe going to assume that person is crazy. So their assumption as the employer will be, I don't know crazy people working for me. They don't want to go lay on somebody's couch. Well,
I think today we're becoming a lot more aware of the mental issues that have not been dealt with over the course of time or whatnot. And I think it's becoming more more normal for people to say, you know, I have a therapist.
Okay, but should it be a requirement? This is the question.
Yeah, no.
Should it be a requirement for a job application? Do you have experience in this? Do you have a criminal record of any kind? If so, what was the charge? And are you seeking mental health for any type of mental disabilities or assistance you may require?
Do you think that will prevent people from getting hired?
Depending on the employer, I think. Because I also think that that's something where it comes into the employer's judgment when it comes to a criminal background.
Correct.
Right? If you put in there that, yep, I stole a candy bar when I was 18 or whatever, this and this, blah, 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 I did some juvenile, whatever, I don't know, 18, you don't do it, at 17. And if that's on your record and the employer's like, okay, you're being hired for an engineer job, like stealing a candy bar, like in this job, you'll be able to buy a lot of candy.
But you're,
you know, like it's up to their discretion.
I know, but you're allowing them to weed you out.
I'm with you. I'm not saying that I'm for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't like, I'm afraid that they're not, that it's already that I'm this color.
Right.
And to be put into like, I could see if I could just get job after job after job. It don't matter. I want somebody who wants me. But if you don't have those opportunities of getting jobs and you got this job, I'm not putting that down if I don't have to. And if they do require it, I want to know how they're going to be able to look it up. Because background check is more of a, it's just one kind of thing. They put a name in and whatnot, some kind of company.
Well, background check depending on the type of job that you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're doing one with a security clearance.
Oh yeah. Well, no. I'm talking about for regular people, not important people like yourself.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
They don't have to do those kind of background checks for me.
They should.
For what?
Because y'all crazy.
I guess you're not hiring me.
What are you talking about?
You just said I was crazy.
We're partners.
You just said I'm crazy.
Yeah, but at my discretion, I'm willing to put up with the craziness that you bring to the table.
Inshallah.
Because of the talent that you bring to the table.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes, sir.
Word is bond.
But seriously though, I think that, okay, so when, if it should be at any point, when do you think it would be or should be required? Like, is there a certain, okay, if you're going.
Oh, I can tell you, if jobs deal with like saving people, you know, like first, what it was, the first line of defense people, like, you know, first responders. Yeah, I don't think you should have any kind of mental problems, because I know that, you know what, after having that job, it seems like you would just create those problems.
I was just about to say, you might go in without mental problems, but
yes,
you'll develop some.
So I guess that's
I
really
have
difficult.
some PTSD here and there.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah.
Gosh, I don't look. Yeah. I hope that's difficult.
And it's dual headed, because we're talking about the fire side and the military side. So the things.
Oh man.
Seeing, yeah. So.
And being black.
Yeah. Well, you know. Can't help greatness.
Can't. So yeah. That would be a tough situation if that ever came to the table. But I think it. Well, you know, the CIA, FBI, all of those those intelligence agencies,
right?
They put you through that stuff to find out if you're capable of doing a job with the illness or not, right?
Yes.
So I guess it just depends on the severity of the job.
Yeah, you go through a mental screening.
Yeah,
for sure. So, as well as the intensive background check, because it's not just calling your old employer.
Another job, the post office. They should have those screens.
Is this a joke? Like the going postal thing? Like
that's real.
I guess.
What do you mean? You guess? Look, you don't say going postal.
Stamps.
You stupid. It's stupid though.
What's your zip code? Damn it.
I just moved here.
3586.
But yeah, man, that's tough though. Like to gosh.
I mean, okay, so you think that it should be depending on the type of job?
Definitely. And I think that
okay, so but wouldn't that be something? Would you think that would be something that would be unfair?
Yeah. But I'm looking at safety now. Depending on, you know, like if you're responsible for people, you gotta have the clearest mindset.
Okay, but now I'm just throwing this at you, right? So now we're looking at it where it's like we can't predict what we're going to experience, right? Mm-hmm. We can't predict that. A child can't predict that they may grow up where their family is doing drugs and they may be from a neighborhood where they see a lot of murder, right? They may be going to a psychiatrist for assistance because they're working through some things. But now because of the environment that I grew up in, I can't get a job that suits me, that I'm smart enough for, because evidently I got a degree or I have a little bit of experience or whatever. But because of something that I experienced in my childhood that I'm responsibly dealing with as an adult, now I can't get this job.
Man, that's tough.
See what I'm saying? You see what me almost dying brought this podcast today? This is the thought that was going through my head. I was like, I don't even know if I should tell somebody.
Yeah.
I might be crazy.
Well, good thing.
They might be like, look, you can't run this fire academy no more. Like you almost died on your own spit. How we expect you to go out here?
You can't
teach?
report that.
It's on the podcast now. I already did. I'll bleep it out. But you know what I'm saying? Like I think I told one of my colleagues about it. I said, I almost died. He was like, how was your weekend? I almost died. He's like, really? You sound like you've been through some stuff. Like, yeah, and then I almost died. You almost had a new supervisor. Still a little bit in me.
So what do you think? Do you think that there should be a requirement? Or do you think it should be considered?
I think that it's a hard ass question to answer, for one. But on the serious side, I feel that it's, at the moment, I think it should be up to the employer. Because the way that I'm looking at it is, if this is your company, right? If this is your company, you're a private company, unless you're government, right? Now we have to like split this up, right? If this is your own company, if it's your private company, look, I might think it's a good thing that I have somebody that's on my team that has experienced something.
You said you might.
I might. It depending on the situation. If it's my company. But what I don't want is the government making a law that's going to prevent me from giving somebody an opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Just because. I mean,
they wouldn't prevent you. You still ultimately get to decide.
Well, not if it's a law saying that, you know, like if it's a certain thing. That's what I'm saying, though. If it's a certain thing. That's why I was asking you, like, what is it, if anything, where we should say you can and can't do it?
If you commit a crime and you kill somebody and they come to your job and they fill out an application and say, yeah, I killed somebody, the government can't prevent you from hiring that person. You're going to be able to still do it. So I'm saying, like, even with the mental aspect, are they going to say, hey, you cannot hire anybody who's bipolar? If you haven't had an episode. I don't know if I would hire nobody who's bipolar. Hey, you know, but, you know, I guess bipolar only matters if it can help if you know their triggers. Yeah, but bipolar is definitely not like a monolith when it comes to like the type, because there's a lot of types of bipolar. Definitely. Bipolarism, is that the right? Oh, don't give me the line. Oh, well. But I definitely know. I can't do this if you ain't going to help me with words. I definitely know. You're a teacher. Bipolarism? Is that what you said? Is that a word? Hey, I've never heard of that, but I'm going to roll with it. Why? Why would you do that? Like, you're supposed to help me. You're supposed to pull out the pocket dictionary. Because this. Don't y'all have that? They give you all that when you graduate teacher school. Don't they give you like a pocket dictionary? They actually give us a computer right in front of us where my fingers can reach. Come on, listen. Yo, I'm so bad right now. Really? I don't know what is it. I want to know what it's called, but I want to know. I want to know how you feel though. Seriously. Honestly, I'm not there mentally yet to say that I wouldn't want somebody that had a mental illness to work for me. Yeah, I'm not. I feel like if they can complete the job, right. Our job is to make sure that the environment is what it's supposed to be. But I guess if your environment is volatile, you want the most steadfast minds available. You don't want somebody who could just go off the rocker. Well, I'll be happy to report bipolarism is a word. Oh, no doubt. I thought it was a hyphen in there somewhere. Does it matter? It's still a word. Does it pronounce differently? Bipolarism. No, I'm saying I couldn't see it. I was trying to picture it. Oh. So when I saw bipolarism, I saw a hyphen, and I was like, I've never seen it like that before. But I haven't seen it like this either. So
I don't know. It looks.
It looks pretty good.
It looks,
you know, because Webster said it's a word.
Hey, it looks.
Hey, you know, you can look up bling too, right?
Yeah, they changed it. They add words every year.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just sounds right.
It does.
Sounded. Which one is it?
Both works.
Man, look, I can't.
I'm math. I'm public math.
I don't care. You had to have the core competencies of teaching, and I'm sure English was in there.
Almost 15, 16 years ago? Is that what you want to do to me?
Look, man. I thought there was a team effort.
It is.
Well, you can't come.
We own the same team
with all these teaching degrees and plaques on the wall and Minister
I don't even believe that no more. I don't even believe that no more. I don't even believe in them degrees. Them degrees, they tricked me. I need to be.
Hey,
oh,
what's up?
So I looked up my credit report. Just I owe a lot of money in student loans, like more than a quarter.
Oh. That's depressing.
And that's why I have a mental illness now. It drove me crazy.
Next week, we'll have somebody on the podcast that isn't crazy. So stay tuned.
Yes, more than a quarter, man.
I'm saying, so if you wouldn't hire somebody that had mental issues?
No, I'm saying it just depends on what I'm hiring for. I would hope that whoever I'm hiring can do the job. I don't think I would want to know that, though.
I think my Jeopardy final answer, is that no. That's not Jeopardy. What is that?
Final answer?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? My Who Wants to Be a Millionaire final answer is no. I wouldn't want that to be a law. I wouldn't want that to be enforced because I look at it and you mentioned it also being black and being, put in a position where a lot of opportunities are not even made known to us, right? Because of these things. Like I wouldn't want to add another roadblock to anybody. I don't care what the color is. It's hard enough to get a job. It's hard enough. And I look at it like this, because there are so many issues that people could find where they need to go and get help or they want to go and get help. I'm looking at it like, at least you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Unless it's like some court appointed, you got to go, whatever. But even though they're still doing it.
Yeah.
Just because somebody else told them in a legal fashion, you have to go do it, doesn't mean that the person doesn't want the help.
Correct.
At least they're doing it. And if they're capable of doing the job, then all right, we're human beings. Then we meet, I think, I'm not going to say we need to, but I would think that I would want to, and I would hope that I'm in a position to support what it is that they're trying to do. So for me, no, I don't think it should be something that's regulated. I think that's your personal, because then it comes down to like when we talk about tech stuff. It's like, oh, you giving up all your information and this and this. Where does it end? Yeah. You have nothing that is personal for yourself. If I have something going on in my life that's not going to prevent me from doing my job or a job that I'm trying to obtain, why do you need to know? The moment that is going to affect me, then I think you should be a responsible employee and let the employer know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I say affect, I don't necessarily mean like, oh, that's a trigger for me. It could even be, listen, on Thursday, I need to leave like 20 minutes early because I have an appointment. It's a reoccurring appointment. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, right? So at any level where it's going to affect the job, then you should know. Because if Johnny Blow is skipping out 20 minutes every Thursday and he hasn't said anything to me, that's a whole nother issue. Yeah. I'm like, yo, why are you clocking out early? What's going on? You see what I'm saying? But if he talked to me, it's like, all right, look, on Thursday, just come in 20 minutes early.
You're hoping that he understands that you are a considerate person.
But see, as an employer or as a manager or as a supervisor, my job is to blindly and consciously, both sides, let you know I'm here for you.
How many people are like that in positions of power?
I can't speak for them. I don't know.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like in my history, positions of power, they've never made me feel comfortable with letting them know that.
Well, look, I had to answer the question for me.
For sure.
I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just saying for people that's watching, like what if somebody says, you know what, I think that's a good idea. We should, reveal this information, or we should ask for this information, or if it's in the betterment of.
But see, okay, outside of fire science, right? Like one of the things that I took a liking to, and if I were to ever go back to school, it'll be in the world or in the realm of psychology, right?
Yes.
And I don't want to give a time frame, but let's just say in my career, there is one situation where I can think of where I noticed something with a person, and this person was being a little bit overzealous, right? And I noticed something, and instead of like coming at them like, who you think you're talking to, and instead of doing that, it's like, okay, I'm seeing something here, and we had a conversation, and I gave them a recommendation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they went to go and get help. And they came back and like, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for understanding. I'm going through some things. I did this, whatever. That's the kind of boss that I am. Come and work for me. But that's the kind of boss that I am, right? That's the kind of supervisor I am. So I can't say that everybody is like that. I know that everybody's not like that. I know that I'm not the best person to do it. I'm not the last person that's going to do it. But I would hope that we as people would care enough about people. Look, if you want to know so much about somebody's personal life, right, and you want them to come and work for you, and you're not investing in their well-being, you don't really care about your company anyway. You're on some clocking in, clocking out, let's get it done, and whatever, and it's on a robotic type of whatever. When you get in and you forget about the people are what makes it. And if you're forgetting about the people, if you're not putting forth the effort to show the people that you care, this is a problem. This is a problem.
So
you might need to go.
Is that for all jobs?
I think so. Why not? Why not? All jobs have people as employees, right?
Yeah,
should we not care about the well-being of our people?
Well, some jobs, don't have the benefits for people to get help.
Look, let me tell you something, bro. You don't need the benefits to come in and say, "Hey, good morning, John. How's everything going?" and actually mean it.
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
Period. Well-being, just to care for your people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to like your job to care about other people.
I wouldn't do a job if I didn't.
Well, everybody don't have that privilege, that luxury of liking the job.
I don't mean it like that. I mean, there's situations where you may
work at.
It may not be your preferred job,
like Walmart.
I don't know. A lot of people I've met at Walmart like it. They like helping people.
No, they have to.
They like getting that 20% off at McDonald's. If that Walmart has a McDonald's, they like it.
You look, check this out. To me.
You ever seen them greeters at Walmart?
Yes.
Oh my, they are happy.
It looked like they may be retired though.
Hi sir, welcome to Walmart. Here's a coupon. But I love it. That one, they got rid of that though.
What's that?
They're not a Walmart anymore. The greeters.
No, they were when I was there. They
really?
always, they're there every time.
I heard they're getting rid of them.
I don't know. Maybe it's people that will work in the store and they just say you take you got the first 2 hours in the door or something. But they're there, definitely there.
Yeah, they some happy people.
Well,
they make you happy to go to Walmart. Hey sir, how you doing? Welcome to Walmart.
You country.
Who said
that accent?
That was just the accent. That's not.
So
that's not how I talk.
So when you manipulate a voice, you use a country accent. You from the country when you do that, though.
No, I just know Walmart's in the South, so that's the sound that I hear from the Walmart.
Because I was in Michigan and there was definitely Walmarts up there.
Y'all country up there though. Just because you live up north, that doesn't define your ways of life.
Accent. We're talking about accents, not ways of life.
Okay, I'm saying it's country. Country is it's not just how you sound.
I'm talking about the accent.
Well, I'm just saying.
You're so crazy, man.
Wow. Okay, so all right. So what's your verdict? What's your Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Final answer.
Nah, I mean, I don't want anybody else to get limited from a job opportunity. But like I said, it just depends on the severity of the job. And I believe the jobs that require the most like straightforward minds, they probably could cover those bases.
Okay.
So I think they already do it. So yeah.
You think they're right to do what?
They do the research on if these people. I'm sure. Even firemen. Oh well, then I don't have enough information. Then I would like to believe then. So they just like.
I'm not about to put nobody on.
So they just put people off the street and like you look like you can. What? You just got a piece of paper to say you can do something?
In some roles, I've seen it. I'll just say that. No. In some roles, I've definitely seen it. Where it's just you've got the qualifications. They can confirm your qualifications. You know what I'm saying? Because it's from an accredited source.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean, I'm not saying that. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to. Put nobody on blast, but yeah, man.
I think we all need therapists anyway, so it should be required for everybody to go see a therapist.
Yes. Do you know of any therapists that we could shout out in the UAE?
I don't know one, and I would love to talk to one before I leave.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you about something that I had planned off of. We'll talk off air, but it's a plan that I want to put forward. Anyway, it's an initiative that I have, but yeah, that would be good. In fact, I would like to have somebody on the show, whether it's going to be when we do live shows or whatever coming forward.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or in the studio. But I definitely, when we start having guests on, I definitely want to have somebody to come on, and I want to make it a regular thing. And I want to help to normalize this talk about mental health and all of this. I want it to be, I want people to not feel like they can't talk about it. And once we help to normalize it, then I think it's something where it'll be as simple as somebody going to the gym.
Definitely.
I mean, essentially that's what it is, right?
Yeah, working the mind.
So, yeah, bro. So
yeah, I'm all for that.
I want to go that route. So, definitely. All right, well, I'm glad me almost dying brought this forward. Bro, the thoughts that were in my head, oh my God. Oh, wow. But yeah.
But you made it.
So yeah, I'm here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I'm here. I've been great ever since. I haven't choked on any.
Was the saliva like it phlegm? Was it phlegm? Like a thick spit type?
I think I like slightly blacked out a little bit. I'm not really sure. I was still standing, but I think I blacked. I know there was a point where my eyes were closed, and you know what a pinwheel looks like? Mm-hmm. In my mind, I could see my throat going like a pinwheel, and it was tightening up. It was. I almost died.
Hey man, like I don't remember almost dying before, but
bruh,
that's tough.
I was like, yo, I can't wait to tell you about this. Because I survived. I'm here.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's real, bro.
So let's say hypothetically you died, right? But what would it have been from?
I would hope somebody would lie. Like, come on, man. Like, I would hope somebody would lie. Be like, oh, we could put him on the highway and say he was trying to rescue a cat.
You're so stupid.
Push the cat out the way.
It's stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, something. It can't be that, bro. It can't be that.
Heart attack.
Oh, God, don't say that.
No, I'm saying I think that's what it would have been or something.
Like, from what, the stress of the situation?
Yeah. Like, because they say, like, he choked to death. What did he choke on? Saliva.
Yeah, that's bad, bro. That's bad.
You're like, saliva? What is that?
Tonight on the 6 o'clock news, Warner Robins, Georgia, man, goes like, yo, bro, that's not good. That's not good. But yeah, but I do think this is a good thing, you know. I think, and I don't. So we agree. This should not be a part, but it should not be required. Right? It should not be required to give out your.
Not at this point in time. Like maybe like 100 years from now, things may look a little different. But like as of right now, I think it's too difficult for people to.
100 years from now, people gonna be giving away everything anyway. By then, there'll be a chip that'll let them know.
Oh yeah, everything. I mean, like, look, this is the thing. I've decided this. Whatever decisions I make today could change tomorrow because information could change. So I don't want to ever just stick on something because I believe in something. Right. If something makes sense, I want people to know that I'm willing to change my mind because it makes sense to change it.
Facts.
You know. So.
I got you. Okay. Well, we want to know what y'all think, right? So go into the comments below. Let us know what you think. Should it be a mandate? Should it be something that's required? Should we, or employers, should they require people to put down when they go for a job about their mental disabilities that they may have or that they're trying to overcome or deal with? So come down in the comments and talk to us about it. Yeah?
For sure. Definitely.
All right, man. Well, yo. He is Mr. John D. I am Omega, and this is Diverse Clarity. This is where we have those thought-provoking conversations about things that matter and some that don't. We'll catch you next episode.
Boom.